Hey, what's up YouTube? And this is Nerf Defender 314. Gonna be doing a little video for you. I haven't done one in a while actually, but this is gonna be a little different. I got here Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and basically I'm just gonna show you a little deck profile. Um, really, I should have sorted these out a little, but I don't know. I just got to show you anyways. So here we got Pot Duality. I have two of these actually here. So basically what this card is, it lets you search the top 3 cards of your deck and lets you pick out the card you want, one of them at least. So there you go. But the only downside is you can't special summon after it's activated. Next we got a little bit of mystical space typhoon. Only have one of these in here because sometimes it leads me to like a little dead draw. Basically it just pops one of the opponent's back row or your back row, depending on what you want to get rid of. Shit. Goblinberg. This is at 2 for a reason. I put this at 2 because if I go into a level 7 synchro play, 9 out of the 10 chances that I do that are basically non-x-saber cards, which I'll show you after I get done with this. But this lets me special summon one level 4 lower monster from my hand. Then he goes in defense, but it won't matter if you can make a rank or a level play. So yeah, reinforcement of the army. Keep this at 2 because it lets me search out Full Hell Knight, which most of you should already know is an X-saber card that basically negates an attack, one attack, and it is a level 3 tuner. Paschal, level 2 tuner. Cannot be destroyed by battle. It's almost like Marshmallow, which that was a completely fucking retarded card right there. I'm not even gonna lie. Basically, all it is a Marshmallow, except you take 1,000. It has a backlash to it. You take 1,000 points of damage when it's in defense position. Dark Soul 3 because it searches your deck for whatever X-saber cards you want in your deck and adds it to your hand. Bogart Knight 3 lets you special summon one level 4 lower X-saber monster, whether that be Paschal or Full Hell Knight or I don't know, any other non-tuner level 4 lower X-saber monsters, almost like Dark Soul. Except I'd rather set him. I'd rather set Dark Soul because I don't want the opponent finding out it's Dark Soul, because they're not going to attack it. They're just going to find a way to get rid of it and negate its effect. It's stupid. The Warrior Returning Alive. This helps you get full troll right out of the grave. That level 6 monster that lets you special summon level 4 or lower X-saber monsters from your grave. Damn it. Full Hell Knight, like I was just talking about, negates battle, one of the battles, and his second effect actually is really somewhat good. Basically what it is it's just really, if it destroys a defense position monster, you can special summon one level 4 or lower X-saber monster out of your grave, which I can never pull that off because everybody just uses something with high defense. 10 key, most of you already know what this does. If not, what this basically, it's just a card that searches for my Bogart Knight. It was used in fire formation decks. I use it now. I don't have a fire formation deck. I've never played them, never liked them. Emerald's Blade I have at 2. Most people have them at 3. But Emerald's Blade sometimes will lead to a dead draw. And I can never get them. There's my other 10 key. Trap Stun. I keep this at 2 for a reason. Because it could actually negate an activation of a trap card. So basically, if it's set on the field, you can literally just chain it on activation from another trap card and it negates it. So if it's not a permanent trap, it's going to the grave. Gotham's Emergency Call. Always keep this at 3. This will help you get your x-saber monsters out of your grave. All it is you gotta have you could control only one x-saber monster, and you could bring out 2 of them from the grave, or you can control 2 x-saber monsters, and you can bring another 2 out of the grave. The same if you have 3, but if your spaces are filled up, this card ain't activating. Magic Jammer. Keep this at 2 to negate spell card activations, to discard cards that I don't need in my hand. There's the other Godson's Emergency Call. The Warrior Returning Alive. Now Saberbolt. Keep this at 1 and heed my warning that this card can lead you to dead draws right there. I remember at one point I was dueling somebody and I pulled another Saberbolt when I didn't need it. And it was not a monster, so I couldn't use it. So keep this at 1 and hope you have a Planet Finder in your deck, which I don't. I should put that in my deck. But I don't want to risk the fact that so my deck is consistent in some way, but I think Planet Finder just messed it up. Which basically all Planet Finder is, it lets you get a field spell card out of your deck and adds it to your hand, and then you can activate it. Alright, so there's my other Dark Soul. Reinforcement. Full Helm Knight. Emerald's Blade, the second one. Fultro. Keep him at 2. If not, you can keep him at 3. But I keep him at 2 for a reason, because sometimes I go into dead draws, and I don't know how to explain it. Basically, if you go into a dead draw with Fultro and you have 2 of these guys in your hand, you're screwed. Simple as that. Fultro, I already explained the effect earlier. Bogart Knight. My other Bogart Knight. Most of you guys who watch this x-saber video, who play x-sabers, you already know what these do. That's why I'm not explaining them. If you want full detailed information, you can go look at another video and they'll basically tell you what it is. I'm just going through and showing you my deck profiles. So, I have 2 effect mailers. These have come in handy a lot of times. It just basically, it's a card that you could activate on your opponent's turn. You don't even have to summon it. You just send it right from your hand to the graveyard and negate an opponent's monster's effect. It's simple. That's how simple that card is. But sometimes I think I should take it out. 7 tools. I keep it at 2 to negate trap cards if I don't have trap stun out. There's the other trap stun. There's Shield Warrior. Now I have 2 of him. Mostly because if I could set him, I can get away with to negate the destruction of my monsters on the field. There's the other Gothams, Emergency Call, Soul Charge, best card ever made. I wish that they would put this to 2, which I know they won't, so there's no point in arguing with it. Basically what it is, you pay 1,000 life points, special summon however many monsters you want, as long as it's 5. But that won't help Fultro. Another Goblin Merc, that's the second one. There's my third Dark Soul. There's second Vulture I was talking about. Oh, I dropped it. Got it though. Second, 7 tools. Second effect Baylor. Partial, like I was explaining earlier. If he's in defense position, you take 1,000 points of damage on your opponent's standby phase, and he can't be destroyed by. And his first and foremost effect is he just can't be destroyed by. He can't be destroyed by battle. So it kind of helps. Magic Jammer, which I already showed you. Shield Warrior, Pot of Duality. That's my 40 card main deck right here. I'm going to set that off to my left. Next is my extra deck. Starting off, we have number 39 Utopia, commonly overused. It's got good support. I'm just not going to use it though. I only like Utopia in this form, which I'm going to get out of light to show you the picture. I only like it in this form. I've already seen the other Utopias and I hate them. Most of you should already know who this is. Utopia, number 39. Next we got Dark Rebellion and Xyz Dragon. I have mine in Ghost Rare because I actually like the Ghost Rare. It looks like 3D to me, so it makes it look a lot cooler that way. But it won't let me show you. Hey, there it is. But basically, you gotta have 2 level 4 monsters. You overlay them, Xyz summon him out, and detach both of them to have the attack of one opponent's monster, and then Rebellion gains that attack permanently. So yeah, it's actually helped me out quite a lot. Next we have, so these are the 2 Xyz monsters. Now these are the only 2 Xyz monsters that I have. Going in Synchro, I have Catastor. Very good against non-dark decks. A lot of the times I wish I knew what decks people were playing, so that way I never call them out at the wrong moment. Next we have Souza. I would keep him at 1 for a reason, and that's because Souza is a beater. If you just you can only tribute 1 to activate one of his effects. One x-saber monster. If you always activate the first effect, you're gonna win. His first effect just destroys the monster completely without battle damage. His second effect is he can't be affected by traps when he attacks. Now that would be a better thing to play. Except I never do that because nobody ever plays Mirror Force anymore, which is great because I fucking hate that card. One of my pet peeves is if you play Mirror Force on me, I'm gonna quit. Clearwing, Goblinberg, and Full Hell Knight to call this guy out. He's a good card to me because if an opponent activates an effect of a level 5 or higher monster, it negates it and destroys it. Simple as that. It gains that attack. So even though it's a little bit confusing, that's what I got out of it. If you tell me something different, okay, I'll probably just go off of that. Red Dragon Archfiend. Only downside is his effect, which I believe was yeah. His good thing is if he destroys a defense position monster, you can destroy all defense position monster your opponent controls. But if you don't have any high attack monsters out on the field, and your opponent still has 1 attack position monster left that's higher than Red Dragon Archfiends, you're pretty much fucked. Because after that, If your other monsters don't attack, guess what? They're gone. They're going to the grave. Gotham's. He's at 3 for a reason. He's a definite beater. I will never put this card down. Basically, you can tribute as many x-saber as you want, and you could discard your opponent's entire hand if you play the card right. Cloud Castle lets you get Gotham's right out of the grave when he's synchro summoned. Love him. Only downside is if you have a level 8 or lower, if you summon level 8 special summon or normal summon level 8 or lower monsters, they can't attack turn this card is activated. And finally, for the last extra deck card, Mistworm. I know. Most of you hate this card. I only like it because if my opponent's got 3 cards on the field exactly, I could literally just put all of them back into his hand. Provided I get this card out. It's actually a really good card for me. I've had multiple uses for it, so it is very good to me. But yeah, that's my x-saber deck plus my extra deck. Hope you enjoyed. Like the video, rate, comment. I don't know if you want to subscribe or not, because I don't know if I'm going to be uploading videos daily or weekly. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So, yeah, have a good day.